You got your iPad, babe?
Sup, creeps, and welcome to Creepy Confidential. Is Mothman really a supernatural force predicting impending doom? Did Apollo 11 really land on the moon in 1969? Did you find out if that was a cult that was living just 2 doors down that you waved to every single day when you got your mail? If these are the things you ponder when you should be sleeping, then I would like to welcome you to Creepy Confidential. I'm your host, Noelle, your resident weirdo Wisconsinite. I open case files on my favorite cryptids, cults, conspiracies, and other worldly creepy, with new cases, live broadcasts, and local lore. Some stories have been lost with time. Others are perhaps still happening today in your local communities, right up under your very creepy noses. So get ready, creeps. It's Creepy Confidential. And I've been muted the whole time. Welcome to Creepy Confidential.
Oh no, my thing's
That's all right. We're here. Welcome to Creepy Confidential After Dark. It's going to be live.
Hello.
If there wasn't some sort
What's
of
going
issue,
on?
I want to welcome you guys. We have the family of Hellzone TV. I managed to get 3 of them here. Very excited.
Oh yeah.
Oh
Live stream
yeah.
today. We have our tech guy, the DM. He's a fellow nerd, Technowizrd. We have Joanna, our very welcome her back. Actually, she is also of Coven of Screams. And then we have your Hellmaster, Mr. Day Day. So
what's going on, creeps? Up, creeps. How the hell are you guys?
Creeps.
What's up, creeps?
I love that. I love when she enters our creepy enters our live stream. She's like, "Sup, creeps." I love that.
That's right. So as you guys notice, I look a little bit different. And I thought this is my time to debut, what we'll be doing this year. So the Vampire Queen, that's going to be my Halloween character for the year.
Yes.
Every year.
Beautiful.
You guys see the pictures every year. And as we get started, I actually want to start out by having the Hell Fam talk about what it is you guys do.
Oh. We should make Joanna go first. No, let Joe go.
He's going to talk.
Oh my gosh, what do we do? What don't we do? We now are talking about anything and everything of different fandoms, of like we've talked about Marvel now, we talk about DC, we talk about just anything that our Hellions want us to talk about, because it's not just horror, that is our bread and butter, but we love what we love. Want. Exactly. Yeah. And that's what we do in Hellzone, baby. Yes.
Yeah, I love it. We're a little bit of everything, and while we are based in horror, right? We learned that when you start with horror, there are so many sub branches you can go down, right? And that's why I'm so happy to be here in the creep zone, right? The creepy place, because you are one of the pioneers of saying, okay, yeah, slashers are fun. Yeah, talking about paranormal movies are fun, but let's talk about like some IRL stuff. Let's talk about some real life hauntings, some real life paranormal, some real life spooky stuff. So I'm not gonna lie, we're kind of jealous that we haven't did that yet, but we have Creep here, so we're gonna have her do it for us, and we're gonna kind of get introduced of what she got going on here in the. I'm gonna call it the Creep Zone. I like calling the Creep Zone. That's
okay, I'll take it.
And while those lovely people are doing everything that they can, in front of the camera, obviously they need to make sure everything works behind the camera to be sure. And let me tell you, that is the scariest part about everything. All right. So making sure everything is well edited, posted, make sure, live streams are functioning, audio's working, we're not muting ourselves, everything. Everything is great.
Hey, I don't have a production assistant, Mr. Technowizrd. So
that is correct. That is correct.
Screw up all the time.
I am available.
And that's why I do Creepy Confidential After Dark, because my episodes, they're researched, they're scripted, and then it goes in audio. Nobody sees what I look like. Nobody gets a chance to catch me not muting my microphone or unmuting my microphone. Thank you again. But that's part of it. That's part of the beauty of it, especially what you guys do. You're able to go out there, you're talking to the people, or you're on your live stream. And I love, if you guys, the Creep Nation, all their information for these guys are in the description box below when you come back and look at this. I love it because you guys talk about, it's not just, hey, we watched this scary movie. It's so deep. Oh my gosh. You guys are like, the meaning of this and this crowd here. And what about this? I'm like, it's very interesting. It's very, very interesting. And I love that Day likes old films. I love
that. Yeah. Fucking love old movies.
From you guys, but I like the last one. I remember him saying that he likes some of the older stuff. And I was like, that's awesome. Good for you. I love it.
We try because like I'm like, and me and my wife was talking about this. Shout out Hell Queen Jazzy. She's in the process of ordering pizza right now, but she's going to be on the way to the chat. But she tells me all the time, she's like, Day, you're part of the I'm a millennial, right? I was born in 97. Unfortunately, like the cutoff was 96, and I could have been like whatever the fuck 96 was. So like I'm always constantly trying to show love to the older movies. That way the younger generation can see like, hey, we actually had good movies back in the day. We don't have like just shitty sequels that just hot take. But yeah, so I try to show love to like older films because like they deserve love. Like Bride of Frankenstein, Dracula, all the movies from the 80s. You got to show them love.
So quick comment, Mr. Creep. This is Mr. Creep. It's true. When my mic was off, he was yelling from the other room that my mic was off.
That's what Jazzy does. She'd be like, "Hey, your mic is off." I'm like,
oh, and I do it all. I do it more frequently than most people know about. So
it happens.
Again, it happens. So tonight, while you guys are all of you, not just who I have here, the entire Creep Nation and the Hell fam, we are going to be walking through a few things tonight. I have put together some horror trivia, which mostly older films, some clips to view to go with it, so that those who don't know about it can see. Oh yeah, I remember from that movie. Da da da. And then I have a couple films I put together that were based on a true story that a lot of people do not know that they were based on a true story. One of them, spoiler alert, one of them being Scream. Did you guys know that's based on a true story?
I did.
You did?
Okay. I feel special.
So we'll be walking back around to that one. But before we get going with the the horror things, which of course is 'tis the season. This is what we're here for. I want to talk about some of the creepy stuff that we do here on Creepy Confidential. So a lot of times I like to talk about the big ones. Aliens, of course, everyone talks about aliens and creatures, and then a little bit about the paranormal. Now, at GhouliCon, so for those watching, you guys
probably seen a couple pictures from GhouliCon this year. I was a table there, a vendor, and I also got the chance to be part of a couple panels. But I brought my haunted objects with me. And first of all, Dave was not a fan. Hellmaster did not like them.
It was not that I wasn't a fan. It was just creepy. Look,
He didn't like them. They were creepy.
It was just creepy.
No,
Yeah, it was creepy.
It's fine with it by itself, but creepy. Whenever she's around the haunted object, it just starts to activate, and I'm like, look, I'm okay on that.
It said my name before we even went into GhouliCon. So
Yeah.
Yes, when you were
thank
here
you.
on the live, I had the creep cam on, and it was on it, and it said your name, which is crazy. And that's but those are the things. Those are the things that I enjoy. So I want to start off. Have any of you guys, now that I have all three of you, do you enjoy the paranormal? Have you ever had some sort of paranormal experience that you want to tell us about? We'll start with Techno.
So it's weird because I would say in terms of like media and like the idea of like paranormal movies and everything, never really been too much of a huge fan. The actual idea of paranormal and like before they were a dime a dozen, all those like paranormal investigator shows and you
Right.
love
Ghost Adventures. Everybody loves those.
Oh,
Yeah.
Ghost Adventures crack me up. They're the example that
I actually seen them at the con. They were there at the con yesterday.
were they really?
Yeah.
All of them?
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's insane. That's insane. But
Well, he works with Eli Roth for some of his stuff, so that's probably why.
Oh, no.
Anyway.
But I absolutely love it. I can't really think of anything off the top of my head. I've definitely had some moments that are just like, okay,
Like
what
weird.
happened? Yeah, like what happened? Like, you know, I'll just hear a noise. I'll go into my kitchen and it's like, okay, well, here's a cup that was like in the cabinet that's just now been thrown and is in the middle of my room, like in the middle of the floor, and I go,
That's not small. That's a poltergeist.
yeah, I was like,
That's how it starts.
and you know, and like everything's still closed, and that's the only thing that's apart. I was like, well, I don't know how that happened.
So you ignore it.
That seems
You
good.
kind of brush it off.
Yeah, like
you know, brush it off is one thing. I was
you have
on
to live
alert.
there.
I would say, yeah, I was on alert.
Yeah.
You know, I was looking for things, and that's another thing is I 100% believe in a lot of that stuff, but from a very skeptical lens. You know, very much
but that's a good way to be.
Exactly.
I think otherwise you just believe in everything. You know, it's
exactly. You know, very
interesting. You
skeptical
should be a
lens of
skeptic.
like, okay, what could be going on here? Because I want to separate the
right.
you're just the projecting and the you're
Explanation.
just trying to make something out of nothing for stuff that's actually not explained. Because you know, I'm from like a scientific perspective. If we can actually separate the things that aren't explained, then those are the things we can focus on and try to really figure out what that is.
I think that's a good way too, because then if you can prove it, it's not so fantastical if you have scientific behind it.
For sure, exactly.
Yeah. So, Joanna, I think you've told me about one before, haven't you?
It was on the last live stream.
Yeah, I
On
think
our
I do remember that.
You know, my brain is mush right now. So but I do love my paranormal. I do.
Yeah.
I have always really weird dreams though. I think I astral project. I really do.
And that's it's wild. Because I never thought about that. And I'd like how the dreams affect it. Like, especially when I would go on investigations, I would dream really, I'm not a violent person, but I would have either really violent dreams for no reason or, you know, things. It made me wonder, where's this coming from? You know?
Yeah.
It's always like you have that. It always feels like you've been there before, or you know the people that are in the dreams with you, but you don't know who they are, but you know who they are. So my dreams have always just been really weird, and they've been just really directly relating to like what I'm going through or whatnot. Like dreams are always really weird for me, but I love dreams.
I've always been fascinated with I'll say the psychology of dreams, where it's like what represents what, but it's like where do they come from? Like why does subject matters come to certain areas?
Oh, that's such an interesting.
I think that's interesting.
Oh yeah.
What about you, Hellmaster? Have you ever had a paranormal experience?
Okay, so me personally, I have not, but I do have a story. So my family, we're from like a lot of places, but we started out in Louisiana, and my grandmother is from Indiana, and she met my grandfather who lived in Slidell, Louisiana, and then she moved down there. So whenever my grandmother moved down to Louisiana, she started getting into like all the voodoo stuff. And
there's a lot there.
Yeah, there was a lot. And like my mom, whenever she was like, this might have been like in her, I don't know. Let's see, she might have been like 30 something at the time, 28, I don't know, something like that. But my mom would like cast spells all the time. Like she would just be in the fucking her bedroom just casting spells, writing little notes and burning them and trying to figure like, and sometimes it worked, sometimes it didn't, but I definitely believe in the other side. We were raised to believe that spirits exist.
Yeah. And I think, unfortunately, when people start trying to use tools like that they think will help, it's you're opening a gate. You're opening,
and that's what it did. It opened the gate. Yeah.
Yep.
It opened because my mother wasn't experienced. Like my grandmother never taught my mother anything because my grandmother gave it up eventually. And then my mom, she thinks she can do anything, and I love her to death. So amateurly, she went and did it, and then she did it enough to where, you know, some people that she called them dark figures or like coming in over her bed and like holding her down and this other stuff. So she ended up having to get rid of everything. She got rid of all of her, you know, trinkets, her spells, and then she just picked it right back up. So like she didn't learn her lesson.
You didn't learn your lesson.
You know, it calls to some people, you know.
You know, hey, I try to keep that part of the Cajun out of me. I don't do any of the voodoo, any of that. I don't like that. Although I do enjoy a good voodoo horror movie, you know. Playing with that, I'm good.
From that perspective.
No spell books over here. Jazzy might have a few, I don't know.
Yeah. Now is she also, now because, you know, the husband and wife, I say that's, you guys are husband and wife, right?
Yes.
Oh my gosh, I didn't want to assume. I'm so sorry.
No,
I assumed. Like, is she also part of this?
This, yeah, she's one of the,
like what you guys do.
I guess what it's not a coven. Joanna has the coven. I guess we're just like lost souls in hell. I don't know. Something
you
like
could be
that.
a coven too.
You guys got a better tagline, let me know. But no, Jazzy, she's the main part of it. She's intertwined on a more personal level with everyone. And she's always coming up with ideas and, you know, helping stuff with the page. And she's just literally Joanna, Brittany, Denise, Mayan, like they're all her best friends. Like outside of this.
Yes.
Yeah, that they're best friends. Like they'll text all day about non-horror stuff. They'll just be like, what are you doing, kind of thing. Right. So we've really built a family here for sure.
That's awesome. I have, because you know, I'm yet to have a team, we'll say, like it's just me. So it's interesting to see when you have such a
have
huge...
a team right here. Anytime you need us, we're right there.
Easy peasy.
I mean,
yeah, no, we're like we're an orphanage, really.
The queen.
There she is. Yeah, we're just an orphanage. If you don't have anyone, we'll take you in and we'll do what you want us to do.
That's awesome. The paranormal had always, because there's many things that encompass in the paranormal, and ghosts and, you know, spooks, specters, and ghosts. When I watched Ghostbusters for the first time as a kid, I was like, this is my life's journey from here on out. I will forever be race. I will be Ray Stantz. I will have a bookstore, and this is what I'm going to do. Like I will
catch all ghosts.
I will get them all. And you know, I have my own bookstore. That I've created, all here, that are all books that Ray from the movie, the character, would absolutely love. I wish Dan Aykroyd knew that I existed because I'm a complete nerd.
Oh, I love Dan Aykroyd.
Me too. I have a couple of he's written books with his brother and things like that. But I always find it fascinating to hear other people's perspective on ghosts, and not necessarily like myself. I want to prove them. My paranormal team, I want to prove that they exist. I want to prove that this doesn't exist or whatever. But people having experiences, I think, is so fascinating because they're all different. They're so different.
Yeah.
I like things like that. But the haunted objects were from an investigation that I had done years ago, and we picked them up, and it turns out when we just took them with us because we thought, oh, these aren't weird, they're valves, and then we found that when they were with us, we would get more answers and more EVPs and things like that. So we were like, I mean, they're just pieces of metal. There's nothing crazy. They haven't had a spell on them or anything like that. It's just very interesting. Now, when it comes to movies, what's your favorite paranormal movie? You guys can all talk at once or however you want to do it.
Paranormal Activity.
Really? I've never seen that. You're not.
Aunt Katie? Yes, ma'am. Paranormal Activity. I will binge all of them.
So you're able to separate the fact that it's happening in a house and you live in a house.
Yeah, because because I don't touch.
It's not happening in a house; it's happening in that house.
But that means it could happen in my house.
And then I would take my keys and go. But Aunt Katie was already attached or attacked, or no, a demon was already attached to her, so she was gonna get haunted either way. Okay, we was just.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess you could consider it paranormal in a sense because I know it's like. The actual story behind it is like more spirits and stuff. And it's actually one of my favorite horror movies, probably. Sinister.
Oh, nice. Very nice.
Oh, it's so good. I believe
it's talked about a lot, though. I know that listening to various channels.
I believe it's the god. I can't remember which like pagan god it was, but that's like the actual like spirit that's
Sinister.
Chasing.
Yeah. That's what about you, Hellmaster?
So your Hellmaster doesn't really do paranormal movies. I'm not. That's Jazzy. That's
Witch.
More her thing. I love them. Like I'll watch them. Like don't get me wrong. I'll watch any movie you put in front of me. But I'm like very like, hey, I'm scared. I'm scaredy cat. All right, I get scared easily. But one of the greatest ones that I ever seen, was Grave Encounters. And it's about these people who go to this asylum. I think it might be in like Virginia, Kentucky. I don't know. And like it's a haunted asylum. I remember watching it at like 2:00 in the morning. Scared the absolute shit out of me, dude. It fucking terrified me. Very good paranormal movie. And I think that's where it started for me. Like I cannot do this. This is way too scary.
Yeah, but it stuck with you. That's the one that you. That's the one that popped right in.
Yeah, it was fucking terrifying. That was like 15 years ago. Insane.
So we have a question. Has the Hell Squad watched Nefarious yet?
Not yet.
Nefarious. No, that came out last year, didn't it?
Yeah, I think that's the guy that was in Boondock Saints. One of them is the guy.
That is on the list. We should probably do that.
Just here it goes, dog. You got me. He's already coming in hot with the questions. I haven't seen it. I haven't seen that one. But is it
that
good?
Just means that needs to be put on the watch list, right?
It is not your
on the watch party list.
It's not your normal like horror movie.
Okay.
But it is scary because it's the devil. It's the devil, essentially, like trying to just give you that piece of information. And it's the way he acts and his voice and you're like, ooh.
Oh yeah, that's the one that went viral last year. Like all the clips were playing on it. Yeah. I want to watch that.
It's great. You're not like it's not like you're in for a bloodbath the whole time. That's not one of those kind of movies. But we
should watch party that. Isn't that what you just said, Justin?
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah, I think that's what he said. You guys should totally watch it.
I love that. I love it.
Now, moving on from our paranormal things, but I also have, because it goes in with scary movies. I think I've also talked to you guys about it. I like scary movies that are not your bloodbath slasher movies. But I also enjoy creature features. And I was curious when it comes to aliens, also included in creature features.
Yeah.
This whole thing's pretty much just movies and trivia. I just want to talk about all the stuff I don't get to talk about. Sure. Do you guys have any alien or creature features that you would suggest to our audience and myself?
Oh, I'm gonna give a cop out, really easy answer. If you guys have not seen Alien Romulus yet,
Alien Romulus,
the new one.
So you haven't. I love it so much.
I know, creepy. You'll appreciate it for what it is, because if you like the original,
exactly, that's what I was gonna say. It does so good at really not. It adds a little bit from every property that Alien has done up until this point, and really.
So I'm surprised that I can't hear Mr. Creep laughing from in here because I can't watch the Aliens movies. I've seen them once, all of them. I've seen them 1, 2, 3, and then we watched one of the
after that
ones.
it's
it gets a little blurry.
And then it was like the one that started it. It was one before Romulus, and we watched them terrified, and he wanted to rewatch the originals, and he had to watch them muted with headphones on. Because I couldn't do the sounds and
I think I remember we did something on Alien. I think Creepy commented like the Alien, like she couldn't watch the Alien movie.
I can't.
Yeah, I remember her commenting that.
Well, let me tell you, you'd be terrified at this movie.
Oh yeah, Creepy, don't watch the movie. You're gonna be terrified.
You're gonna be absolutely
I consider
scared.
myself nowadays. I'm not like a total chicken. I mean, I grabbed the shotgun because my garage door went open on its own. Like I'm that kind of person. And,
Right.
and I'm
when it comes to aliens, that's where you draw the line.
I'm like, no.
Especially when you talk about like the xenomorphs specifically, because it's like when you actually know the lore behind them, it's like, oh, they're ruthless.
Ghost Dog, you're gonna like it. You're gonna like it.
And that's he said I'm watching Romulus, so I can go like he's the one who's been watching them. Yeah, he.
Oh, you're watching them when you say you're watching them in order, you're watching them
in chronological.
Yeah.
That's
really cool. That's really
like he went all the way. He went all the way back, and I had seen them long ago, and I can't watch them now. And I came in. I was like cooking dinner. I came around the corner. I'm like, oh nope.
Well, buddy.
Alien franchise is the practical effects, like, and that's what the new one does really well on is the practical effects.
Oh, I
now that I can appreciate.
Forever. It does practical effects well. Its sound design is so good. The characters are actually like relatable, and you can actually get attached to them if you want to or not. Is the question. I'll leave that up to
you. I hate those movies so bad. Anyway, creature features. I will not be watching Romulus, but I'm sure my husband will. What about you? What about you guys? Do you guys have a creature feature that you would suggest for someone who maybe is trying to get into movies?
Oh, yes, this is the perfect time I get to talk about one of my favorite movies of all time. And I'm going to, Jeepers Creepers. I love Jeepers Creepers.
That came out in 2001. Also, spoiler alert, we're going to be talking about that one because it is also based on a true story.
Look, I'm spoiled tonight. She went all out for
I was like, I got to impress these guys. I got to impress them. But so that movie came out in 2001. I graduated in 2002. I have never seen that movie. And then last week, I don't know why, but all of a sudden I'm like, I'm going to try it. Let's try it. Yeah. And we put it in, and I was watching it the whole time going, does this seem cheesy to anybody
else? All right, okay. Look, it's definitely it's a cheese fest, but like it's like I don't know. It's like we'll talk about it. We'll talk because again, I want to talk about the true story aspect to it as well. So we'll talk.
Yeah, and we'll get there. But the movie where the sister that's driving it and keeps grinding the blanking gears of that car, it was driving me nuts. I'm like,
done
this
that
isn't
before.
a grind.
I ain't gonna lie.
Find it.
Jasmine hates it. I have road rage, but I'm not like going like 120 road rage. I'm just gonna use my horn. Nobody ever uses the car horn anymore. Like literally, think about it. You got to use it. That's what it's not for emergencies. It's for when someone does something stupid. So like, I 1,000% would like get myself killed in the backwoods because like if somebody cuts me off, I'm blowing my horn. They're gonna park their car. And now
in my elder years, because I am an elder millennial, I have turned to doing the one finger salute. And
all right.
And I was like, you know what?
That's real. I like that.
That's real.
Because I'm not bold enough to do that. I'm gonna use my horn. Okay.
I am not, like I said, I'm not a yeller, screamer, like a cuss people out.
You're just
you guys have met me, in person. This is not who I am.
You're very nice,
But if you get me on the road and you can't drive or you cut me off, baby, you're getting it. Mm-hmm. My mom will do this. And I'm like, what are you doing? She's like, it's a bouquet of middle fingers.
Oh, that makes sense. I thought she was trying to propose or wanted marriage or something.
No, she'll do that to the cars. And I'm like, what
I
are
love
you doing?
that though. A bouquet of middle fingers. I love that.
A whole bouquet.
It's a whole bouquet. What about you, Joe? Do you got a creature feature you enjoy?
Probably The Fourth Kind, because the entire movie, like, they kept going back to the real tapes of the therapy people. Yeah, The Fourth Kind.
I like The Fourth Kind. That's solid. That's a solid pick.
And I'm not a big alien person,
but you probably don't. I write things down, so if you see me doing this, that's what I'm doing.
I've never heard of you talk about The Fourth Kind, Joe. That's insane.
I'll watch anything. Just like they said, you put a movie in front of us, we're gonna watch it just because it's.
So, what do you like about The Fourth Kind?
Because it was, it was a little scary. It was a little scary. They got abducted.
Sure, dude.
They got abducted. Sometimes I feel like maybe that would be a fun.
So The Fourth Kind is that an alien movie? Like Encounter of the Fourth? Okay, because it's like first kind, second kind, third kind. Yeah, okay.
It's like that movie Signs, I think. Like, but what's that one with the alien creature just walking?
I think that's Signs.
That's Signs.
Yeah.
That was like the jump scare, basically.
In the park.
Yeah, that one. Yeah.
Yeah. that was one of the choices for 31 Nights of Creeptober. I think that was today's choice.
Dude, that universe is
the universe. It's loving you. It's loving you.
In line tonight. That is insane.
So I'm trying to go. Oh, best creature feature. Here we go. We have one. Best creature feature is Godzilla. Which one?
Godzilla.
Solid.
Love Godzilla.
That the original one?
I mean, the correct answer. Well, hold on. When you say the new one, are you saying the new one, the Western new one, or the one from Japan, the Godzilla?
Oh, Japan. -1.
Yeah, -1.
That's
the
greatest one of all time.
Ever. I very love
that's the greatest movie. Like that.
Mr. Freak went to theaters to see it. He knew I don't really care about them. So he's like, okay, I'm going. Bye.
Jazzy, she feels the same way. Like she's more into Godzilla and Kong, but like if it's just like a solo Godzilla movie, she's like, "No, I'm good on that."
It is so good.
Now we're getting a bunch. Well, I've needed a good alien movie to come around to, so I think I'm going to be checking that one out. The Fourth Kind.
Freaking
Kylie.
My Warcraft people's in here.
Yeah. I saw Kylie pop. We missed Kylie for our the Horrorcraft was on here last month, and the hurricane had the weird weather had come and blown away all their stuff. So
I remember Kylie saying that.
Yeah, we got more signs. Oh my gosh, we got a whole bunch of them. They're like comments that were flying in. See, we must have
freaking love that, dude.
Now,
I freaking love that.
Favorite.
You guys keep the comments coming. You guys are killing it.
See, the problem is if we're talking favorite like creature feature, one that you never like. I always like it. 100% is, but it never comes to my mind when I think of it right away. Jurassic Park. That's like
solid.
That is considered a creature feature. Yeah.
Because the Velociraptor scene alone just is terrifying.
It like gets right in next. Oh yeah,
exactly. Oh my god. It's crazy.
That was terrible at the time. It was absolutely terrifying.
It's crazy, and I feel like that is a lot of people's like gateway into.
Oh, for
dinosaurs.
Sure. For sure. And it's like it's the line of adventure, but then. Those practical effects are fucking scary. You know what I'm saying?
100%.
Mix them in.
And that's why I like these new age Jurassic Park movies. Like they just don't hit the same because it's like it's all digital. You know?
Yeah. And you can tell it's digital.
There is something not to move off topic too much, but that's one thing that I really like about I'm a huge Walking Dead nerd. I've watched every episode of everything, of every side story and everything, and that's one
zombies.
Thing Greg.
That's a whole that's a whole grouping between World War Z and like the clickers and all that. Oh yeah,
exactly.
A zombie that can run, terrifying.
Oh, 100%, no question. The scariest zombies. But that's why I really like when you look at any of the scenes from The Walking Dead, they do so much practical effects. For that reason.
Yeah. And they spent a lot of money on that too.
That's going to be my next year for those that are listening. So when because I do this so that I can hand out candy. Yes, I'll be handing out candy like this. And next year, I'm going to do like Walking Dead zombie. I'm excited.
Ooh,
I never get to do I never get to do like effects and like so I'm gonna do it.
So cool! Oh my god, I can talk about Walking Dead.
Well, if you come to our house, we'll hand out candy to you. Okay?
Yes, that's great.
I'm not gonna have a kid with me, but I'll definitely come get some candy.
That's okay. That's fine, as long as you're in costume, Mister.
Listen. I am with Slappy tonight. I seen Ghost Dog. Look, I'm sorry, it's not Tom Cruise. I am a hipster ventriloquist. Okay, that's why I got the hat, the glasses, the hoodie, and I have a doll here, a Slappy here, and so I came dressed. Techno came dressed. Joanna did not come dressed.
Oh wait, no, I am Sydney.
She said she's Sydney.
Sydney. Okay, I can give you that.
I will say that hipster ventriloquist was actually Day's original name. Like he was debating between that or Helvington, and then he went hipster ventriloquist.
So this is a blast from the past. I brought my old persona back.
It makes me think of the Goosebumps book. Like as soon as I saw it.
This is him. This is him.
But like reading it, like the first time like reading the book. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Although,
no, this
you're
is the
so
guy
young.
who...
I'd be surprised if you even read those books.
Oh, dude, it's over here.
Wow.
Whoa, creepy. All right, now we're just in.
Wow, that's crazy.
You're very young. All you guys
they came out like, look, okay, so here's
like
the thing, I've been born in 97. Like, this is the thing, right? So like 97 was like when I was born, and then like I was like growing up in like 2003 to like
when you were born, I was a freshman in high school.
But I was raised on all the stuff from the 90s, like all the 90s.
You were raised correctly.
100%.
So
and Goosebumps was my stuff. I love Goosebumps.
I couldn't read them all because some of them were scary.
Did you read Fear Street? Did you read the Fear Streets?
I don't remember. I don't.
Okay.
Now I
probably
don't
read
remember.
them. You probably read them.
Yeah, I'm geriatric. My brain is leaving me.
Geriatric.
Anyway, so I have. Speaking of movies and things like that, how about we segue into our horror trivia, shall we?
All right. We have lifelines? What is the rules?
No, there's no rules. They're all multiple choice. Whoever answers the correct multiple choice gets the point.
All right.
For those listening, there is a cash prize.
So my horror crap.
Like,
is it like who
actually
first?
She killed this display right now. Like,
it's beautiful.
Absolutely love this. This is beautiful.
You said that she's like doing all this stuff and like, trying to like impress you. I don't have to do all of this stuff, so I'm already impressed for this.
This is insane. I love it.
The slideshow that you are about to create, that I created, this whole thing, all of the slides and everything. So this is original content. If anybody's out there trying to give me a hard time, there's 20 questions total. Some of them have examples after the questions, like little videos or pictures, so that we can show the Creep Nation maybe parts of the movie that you're like, no, there's no way that was. Oh, yes, there is, because here's a picture. All right. So welcome to Horror Trivia.
You just screaming them out?
Screaming them out. Horror Trivia with the Hellzone TV fans. So first question should be coming up shortly here.
Focus.
Can you guys read that bottom line?
Yeah.
Okay.
Bottom line, yeah. I think so.
So, Klaatu Barada Nikto, the famous phrase used by Ash in the cherished film Army of Darkness, was a phrase originally used in what famous 1951 sci-fi film? Is it When Worlds Collide, The Day the Earth Stood Still, or It Came from Outer Space?
Do we just say our answer?
Pick an answer.
A.
I'm
gonna go C.
Oh, okay. Wait till you see.
I just copied Justin.
Wait for it.
What the hell? Are you serious? Are you serious? None of us got it.
I knew it wasn't
Not
C.
a single one of you.
Papa Spooks got it.
You got Papa Spooks.
Fucking Horror Crap Podcast got it. This is insane. We suck.
Hey! Look, I didn't have to prep to beat them. I just had to prep to beat you.
You didn't beat us yet.
I'm upset. Warcraft is like we're luck. Oh, hold on.
Right. So this is the very loved. We gotta love Bruce Campbell, and he can't remember the line, right? And he blanks. I love this movie so much.
Nectar. Nickel.
Dude, I am just so impressed with the video editing right now. Like, this is insane, bro. Wow.
Nicto. Last two. Barada. Nicto.
And then she puts it, the robot.
Watch this movie
all three of these movies have been redone many times.
I love this. This is so cool.
All right. So the next question. Now I do read them out because this is going to go into audio podcast afterwards. Sure. So I got to make sure.
Okay. No, that's cool.
So in the 1984 movie Nightmare on Elm Street, what item does Nancy pull from her dream?
B.
Okay.
So I'm the only one raising hands in here.
C.
We just
wait.
I asked.
I feel like we should raise our hands and then.
But no, we all do it though. We all because
call it out.
Doing the
I'm trying to beat y'all. I'm not trying to be on y'all's team.
We're gonna all stay regardless.
What does that mean, Dave?
All right, what is your answers? Because I don't want y'all to pick my answer.
All right.
I think B.
I'm going to pick my answer regardless of what you say.
Okay, cool.
So I think a pocket watch.
It was C. I'm saying C.
Okay.
I thought it was A, but
okay.
Oh, we all got different answers.
All got different answers.
I think
pocket watch.
I feel like I see the scene.
We're all disagreeing again. Awesome.
Yeah,
I feel like I see the scene in my head.
Yep. It is the hat. And then here it comes. For those of you who need a refresher, she's at the sleep clinic.
Nancy was so stressed, and I had a girl.
This is where her hair turned gray too.
I brought something.
See, I swear I thought it was a pocket watch.
I had to put in videos because in case you guys were like, she doesn't know. She doesn't do horror movies.
I love it. I love it. I for one love a good visual. Amazing.
Yeah, right? It kind of makes it a little more interesting. All right, so next question. Here we go. In the 1986 horror musical, Little Shop of Horrors, what event occurred in New York City that caused Seymour to find Audrey 2?
I'm going to be so mad because I'm going to get this wrong. And I got to get this wrong. Oh, I'm going to be so mad. Oh, I'm so mad.
I'm raising my hand, so I'm going to go.
A. All right, I should read them out. So A, a total eclipse.
Yeah.
B, a thunderstorm. Or C, a blizzard.
A. I'm gonna go to a total eclipse.
Because who else? You said Joe. You said A.
No. Yes. I said A. They said A.
I can say the same thing. Don't try to.
I said it first though.
No, I can say.
No, that's okay. What about you, Justin?
It's definitely not B.
No.
Thinking it through. How many musicals have you seen?
I forgot this was a musical. I just enjoyed the movie.
I do not. Oh man, I don't even remember how many musicals.
What?
I know it's not C because that was like Ghostbusters or something.
Yeah.
All right. What are you gonna say, Techno?
I'm gonna say
A.
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah, it's gonna be boring if we all get it right, but
well, then it's gonna be boring.
It's gonna be boring.
There was this.
Right.
It got very dark, and there was this strange humming sound, like something from another world.
Very good job, guys. I am proud of you. The question that you all have got correct was about a musical.
I cheated. I used the chat.
You cheated.
The chat.
Wait, how do you see the chat?
Don't act like you can't see the chat. Yeah, don't act like you can't see the chat. Chat's right there.
All right. Here's next question. I love this line. Game over, man. Game over is a quote from which 1980s sci-fi horror flick? A. Blade Runner, B. Aliens, or C. Howard the Duck?
They make me doubt all these choices. Make me doubt all of my choices.
I know. Just I made these choices up. These weren't.
These are good.
Wait, Howard the Duck name is sci-fi horror. I take it back.
Wow.
I'm gonna say B, because sci-fi is aliens to me. So we're just gonna go with.
I'm gonna say A.
Yeah, this is a trick question.
I'm gonna say A.
I'm gonna go B because I feel like this is a trick question.
No, I already chose B. I already chose B.
Well, that is
much
true. I'm going off of
aggression,
what
so
Joe
much
said.
It is
Let's go.
aliens. And of course, I have prepared.
That's just fucking great, man. Now what the fuck are we supposed to do? There's some real fruity shit now, man.
You finished?
That's it, man. Game over, man. It's game over.
Game over, dude. It's fucking
Love
over.
him. Love him. Now, this one is for also you nerds out there that are into Marvel movies.
Oh.
What Marvel superhero actor starred in the 2005 interpretation of the film The Amityville Horror? Is it A, Chris Hemsworth, B, Robert Downey Jr., or C, Ryan Reynolds?
See,
Mr. Deadpool. Ryan
All
Reynolds.
right.
She doesn't get it right because it doesn't say that. She didn't say Mr. Deadpool. She said Ryan Reynolds. So
I'm
You're out.
going to pick Ryan Reynolds.
All
you're out.
right. Hold on. I gotta.
He was so
I'm
good at
writing.
Jazz, you better know this.
He was terrifying. Yeah, terrifying.
He was
Absolutely
actually
terrifying.
really good. I thought, oh,
I did not include a picture of him, but yeah.
Oh, he's
Papa
If you
Spooks
don't know
also
who
got it right.
Ryan Reynolds is, who are you? You know what I'm saying?
Okay, here goes. Next one. What is widely considered the first horror movie ever made? Is it A, A Terrible Night, B, The Vanishing Lady, or C, The House of the Devil?
I'm going C. I'm going C.
A Terrible Night.
Because Justin answered too quickly, so I know he's not right.
I'll go
Joe?
with A. I'm gonna go with A.
Why are you going with A?
Because he said
You
it
gotta
really
say it with
quickly.
confidence, there. You gotta say it with confidence.
So, you know.
James.
C.
Let's
man.
fucking go. You are all fired.
Well, I just guessed. I didn't know.
Stand alone, I will. I am the devil. I'm the Hellmaster. I know that question. Okay.
Now, oddly though, like not oddly, but also about that movie, it was actually originally a foreign movie, but it is also considered the first vampire movie ever.
How'd you not know that, Joe?
Yeah, Joe,
I
you
do
should
not know that, Joe.
That's what I do. I give you little tidbits.
I hate this.
I'm not in the right state of mind.
All right. So next question. Now, this clip, you'll notice I did actually include the Vampire Queen as part of the backsplash.
Yes,
So, which prolific horror author holds the record for the most book-to-movie adaptations? Is it A, Dean Koontz, B, Anne Rice, or C, Stephen King?
I'm going to go B, Anne Rice.
Okay. What about you, Joe?
Oh, no.
I hate these.
Justin, where are you going?
I hate these choices. I hate them so much.
You're welcome.
It's definitely B or C. It's for sure B
it's
or
not
C.
C. I know it's not C.
I don't know, because if they're counting like remakes and like, you know.
I'm gonna do Stephen King.
But Anne Rice has been doing it for she was way before Stephen King.
Yeah, I know she is way before Stephen King, but Stephen King's more like mainstream.
Just gonna let you guys duke it out, man.
You know what I mean?
I'll give you a hint. Look at the comments.
I cannot see the comments. Where
I'm standing 10 toes down. I don't care what the comments say.
Oh, I just had to click comment.
No, you were there the whole time.
What did you say?
Say C.
You said B, right?
B.
Yeah, whatever.
B.
Yeah,
I'm going
B.
C.
I'm gonna
Cheater.
go as well.
Cheater.
I'm going Stephen King.
I cheated earlier, so it's okay.
Anne Rice is very picky about giving away her things, even though now
Yep. Well, say because I can't because I feel like because Anne Rice definitely has been doing it a long.
Come on, Warcraft. You could have told me that earlier.
All right.
Don't try to take them now.
And it was Stephen King. So if people who are listening in. Okay, next one. In which movie does Jason Voorhees first wear his famous hockey mask?
I'd like to answer last, please.
C. Because it's my favorite Friday the 13th, and I know this for sure. Because I don't want to give the answer away, but I know why.
Well, you just did.
I'm sorry.
The correct answer is C. The correct.
Wait, let her read the. I'm sorry. Let her read the.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Oh yeah.
See, I'm so used to just playing in the video. So A, Friday the 13th, the very first one. B, Friday the 13th, Part 2, or C, Friday the 13th, Part 3?
Okay, the chat is so against me right now. I cannot wait till the answer is revealed.
Look, anyone who says 1 doesn't know Friday the 13th.
Fair.
You gotta tat it on me, dude.
So they would think it's 2, but it's actually 3. It's C.
I'm gonna go with 3 as well.
Okay.
If I get this wrong, I'm gonna be so sad. I better
I
not get this wrong.
don't like Friday the Jason, so I have to go.
No, part 2 is Sackhead Jason.
Yes, exactly.
Oh,
Let's go.
yeah, baby.
Yep.
Right.
Yeah, the answer is C, Friday the 13th, Part 3.
Let's go, baby. We're in
Nice job, guys. Okay. So this one, it's crazy how many, side note before I read the questions, it is crazy how many movies have actually been nominated, but they like get snubbed every single time.
Every time.
Which movie was the first horror to be nominated for an Oscar for Best Picture? Is it A, The Exorcist, B, Aliens, or C, The Shining?
This is C.
That's what I feel like it was C. Yeah.
And I know why, because the director was a really
I want
good
to go to that
director.
hotel so
I'm gonna
bad.
say A.
No.
I'm going for an underdog.
Absolutely not. There's no way they're nominating The Exorcist for back then. No way.
Technowizrd brings it home. It is The Exorcist.
Hey, no way. That is insane.
That's the new Papa Spooks.
Yep.
It's his favorite horror movie. First horror movie ever.
What? They're nominating that back in the 70s for an Oscar? That's insane.
A year, my guy. What are they picking?
Bro, I was just thinking like all the religious, like, you know how religion was a big back then. I just couldn't believe they would do something like that.
Exactly, and that's so pro-religion. It's about killing devils,
Everyone should know this. Everyone.
All right, here we go.
should
The
know this.
1997 sequel, Scream 2. Who was the killer? Was it A, Cotton Weary, B,
Is this a trick
Mrs.
question?
Loomis, or C, Mickey Altieri? Can never say his name.
B and C.
I would say this is a trick question because there was 2 of them.
Who was the big mammy jammy of them all?
The big mammy
Stu
jam
Mocker?
would be
The mom.
Stu Mocker.
The biggest one? Like the biggest one?
What?
was
Like
Mrs. Loomis.
the big
That was
reveal.
Mrs.
Who was the
Oh,
big
Mrs.
reveal?
Loomis.
Mrs. Loomis. B.
Yes.
It was the
I
real
knew
killer.
that you guys would start a pissing match over who, what, when, where, and why.
No. I respect it. No, Mitch, like, if we're being,
did it.
it has to be
Legit,
me.
yeah.
Because she's the one who hired Mickey to do it. So
Exactly.
Yeah.
He didn't do it on
Don't
his
worry.
own.
Yes,
It's
I
Confession
love
revenge.
Scream 2
You
so
killed my
much. I
son.
really do.
And now I kill you, and I can't think of anything more rational.
awesome.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
All right.
Hold
What's
on.
Mrs. Loomis? So, how many original movies are in the Friday the 13th franchise, not including remakes or crossovers? Is it A, 5, B, 8, or C, 10?
C. Hellmaster says C.
What do you say,
Joe?
Joe? Is she waiting for me to answer?
Yes. I don't want, listen, I'm going to be honest.
The
I don't
answer's
like
B.
Jason,
There's 10 with remakes and crossovers.
so
But
I'm going to
without-
go with B.
Not.
Not including remakes and crossovers, I'm going to say B.
Listen to the last part of it. Remakes and crossovers. So
Not
that
including remakes and crossovers. So that's 8. Because you're counting the remake and then Freddy vs. Jason, which I believe are the 2.
dude, you're throwing me off on this question now because
I'm
of
gonna
the
say
not.
B. I'm gonna
I'm
say
pretty
B. I'm not
confident it's
thinking about it
C,
anymore.
dude.
I'll tell
say
you
B.
I'm
what.
going to go B.
When you see the answer, if you guys decide you're going to prove me wrong, then we'll talk about it.
Nah, I could just be thinking it wrong, but I'm going to say
You
B.
are thinking it wrong, dude. You're overthinking it, dude.
Okay, then that's me. I'm going to say B.
Okay. Joe, what did you say?
You know, again, I don't like Jason, so I'm going to just go with B as well.
Okay.
Not.
We learned in the military whenever we had to do a test, when in doubt, Charlie out.
Thank you.
Which is-
Charlie
which
out,
is
baby.
C.
Let's go.
See,
All right. 1, 2, 3. Final chapter. B.
Let's go.
I have
It
written them
stops
all
at 10, baby. Stops at 10. Let's go.
Jason.
the
This is why
final Friday.
Hellmaster. Okay. All right.
Wow.
He
I knew it was
earned his
Jason X, but I
biscuits
thought that
on
was
that
the
one.
I thought they were counting the other movies. Darn it.
Dude, you
What?
said not. You literally said not.
What? No, I'm saying like it was
Obviously.
Jason X, but I thought they were counting the other movies when they said
You guys are a
X.
riot.
You know what I mean?
By the
Like,
way,
they said X
everybody,
of Jason
it was
movies.
C10. That's what C means, Charlie.
Your
All right.
Hellmaster's in the lead, by the way. Just saying. All right.
Well,
Yeah.
he might actually be right. He wants that cash prize. Okay.
I just want to call them losers.
Bragging rights is all it's worth. You go. I love that.
Look,
What?
I'll
next,
spend all my money on bragging rights.
what is the name of the motel in Alfred Hitchcock's 1960s psychological thriller Psycho? Is it A, the Red Wolf Inn? Is it B, the Bates Motel? Or C, the Overlook Hotel?
The Bates Motel.
I feel like this is a trick question because I'm not too sure.
I've made you guys question it. I love that.
Because the first one just sounds right. Like
it's not. I mean, if you want to pick it,
or
that's fine.
is she lying to you?
that's what I'm saying. Like, what if with the movie's called? Okay, you're right. Okay, sorry. I'm getting because it's the TV show that's throwing me off right now because there's a TV show. All right, so I'm going. Yeah, B. Yeah.
TV show is called Bates Motel. It's a great show. Everyone should watch it in the end.
All right, everybody in? This is what we're going with?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right.
Not C.
I have no doubt. I'll bet all of my.
The Overlook was The Shining.
Yes,
No,
the Overlook was The Shining.
That sounded so familiar. And
I couldn't remember. I don't know if the Red Wolf Inn was anything, but
it probably wasn't. Creepy probably made that up. She just was like the Red Wolf Inn.
That sounds like a good one. All right. There it is.
Look at
Picture
it.
for you guys. The original,
So
the original Bates Motel.
Beautiful.
All right, here comes another one. All right, what 1999 found footage horror movie tells the story of the three filmmakers who disappear while hiking? Is it A, the Blair Witch Project? Is it B, the Bianca Witch Project?
Not the Bianca Witch Project.
The Bella Witch Project.
I'm not gonna lie. I would love to see the Bianca Witch Project. Would love to see it. But the answer is A. The Blair Witch Project.
The best movies of all time. Yes.
I'll let her have this one. I don't even want this answer.
I love the Blair Witch Project.
The Blair Witch Project.
So much. Yes.
When I saw this in the theaters, it is A, the Blair Witch Project. When I saw this in the theater when it came out, I legit thought it was real because I didn't know anything about horror movies. And then
you said, why did they just post this out? This is crazy.
Yes. Excuse me. So it is yes, the Blair Witch Project.
Let's go.
We did it. I'm so proud of us.
Finally, Joe.
Oh shit! What's it doing? Cancel. Oh, I gave it to you guys.
The great
guy get it.
That's a freebie.
I think everyone knew it.
That's a freebie. It wouldn't stop.
Not only did we know this, but I took a picture of Day in a Good Guys doll cut out
you guys
at the con yesterday.
That's the beauty of it. It just kind of kept going. All right, here we go. I got to pay attention. All right,
Justin, I swear to God.
Exorcist, what is the name of the supposed demon possessing Reagan? Is it A, Heron, A, Pazuzu, or C, Dante?
It scares me to death.
Every time I say it so happily, and the answer is B, Pazuzu.
It is, but I don't like to say these names. It scares me.
It is B, Pazuzu.
You all agree? All agree?
100% it is.
Yeah.
Just so you know, I actually almost did Pazuzu this year instead.
Ooh, that would have looked really cool.
That would have looked sick.
You got to do it next year.
Okay, here we go. So, who played Dracula in the Universal Pictures 1931 film Dracula?
Cassandra.
Is it A, Boris Karloff, B, Lon Chaney Jr., or C, Bela Lugosi?
Oh, this is a trick question.
You have
no, it's not.
You have
okay, then one of them played someone else. The A and C sound really good, and Denise
all three of these guys pretty much were in a handful of Universal monsters.
Okay, then that's what it is. Okay, yeah, so it's C. A was Boris was Frankenstein, right?
Yes, you have you have hurt me. You have found my weakness, which is actors, but it is C.
Bela Lugosi.
Let's go. Let's fucking go.
Love Bela Lugosi. Do you know, side piece of information, when Bela Lugosi passed away, he was buried in full Dracula. He was in cape,
that is
medallion, everything. It meant so
Yes.
much to him, especially as an immigrant. He is buried in
That
his
is
Dracula
so
cape.
freaking cool, dude.
All right. What horror movie was the first to show a woman in just a slip and bra? Oh my goodness. Is it A, Psycho, B, The Birds, or C, Rosemary's Baby?
Oh.
I'm gonna go with
with my friends. We're gonna say Psycho.
Okay. Stay.
See, I know Psycho has the shower scene.
That's what I'm saying, and I don't know.
But the shower is not really. You don't see it. It's the bra and the slip that are
exactly. So it's like.
I'm going B.
I'll go C.
It's either B or C.
I see it. It called to me for some reason. I don't know why.
Then Joe's the only one who's correct because it is Psycho.
What?
Yeah.
It was a different scene. It wasn't the shower scene, but there was a different scene that she had a bra on.
Well, it's on the screen right now.
Oh, okay. Those knockers.
When
right.
she's getting when she's getting dressed.
I got
All
you.
right.
Okay.
You said those knockers.
It's all about that bullet bra for him. All right. In the 1982 horror fantasy Poltergeist, what is the name of the little girl who gets taken? Is it A, Carol May, B, Carol Ann, or C, Carol Lee?
Carol
That's
Ann.
gonna be B. Yeah. I'm gonna say B.
All right. Justin, what'd you say?
I will go. I'll go out on a limb and I'll say B.
Okay. Ta-da! Carol Ann, you are correct. See, now you guys are doing pretty good. I have to figure out what type of questions stump you.
Well, Joe came in clutch. I'm not gonna lie, she came in clutch.
Thank you so much.
All right. There we go. In the first two Halloween films, Michael Myers is wearing a mask of what TV actor? A, William Shatner, B, Leonard Nimoy, or C, Jonathan Frakes?
I think
definitely going to be A.
I think Leonard Nimoy would be hilarious. That'd be so funny, but that is A.
Okay.
I don't even know who the other two are.
You don't know what? Leonard Nimoy?
He's
all right, my fault. Sorry. My bad. Where is he from?
I know who my fellow nerd is.
Ridiculous. Ridiculous.
It's okay. We don't know them people.
He is okay. William Shatner. Yep.
Let's go.
They took it and they, of course, painted it, changed the hairline, and cut the eye bags. They cut the eye bags off and cut them open a little bit more.
So William Shatner is a serial killer. Who would have thunk it?
I would. Have you seen him? He looks like one. It's okay.
Yeah.
He low key could be like if you just see him just somewhere.
All right. In the horror classic Friday the 13th, what did Jason wear before he found the hockey mask? Was it A, stockings, B, burlap sack, or C, motorcycle helmet?
Definitely going to be B.
B. He has some little stockings.
How would stockings even work?
I don't know where you got the burlap sack
you're robbing
from,
a bank, and they put them over their face.
Where did he get the sack from? Did they explain where he got the sack, or did he just?
No, I think he just found it.
He just had it on him too.
I mean, he's in the woods.
Yeah, it's easy to find a sack. You can find a sack in the woods any day. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Bonus question.
So that was the last. That was question 20. But here's a bonus question for you.
Here we go.
There's already 20 questions. It's so fast.
That was so fun.
Yeah, I'm glad you guys are having fun. In Jeepers Creepers, the creeper rises every how many years to feed? 23? There is no multiple question. 23?
No.
Everybody agrees all around?
Wait, is it a trick question again? Because now I'm thinking, what if it's 22 and then the 23rd year he goes to sleep?
No, it's 23. It's 23.
No,
it's
Okay, it's 23. Okay, thank you. I didn't know how the time, if it was a leap year or not. I don't know.
Prime number.
I'm telling you, creepy. These questions were good. You don't know if one was a curveball. You don't know.
Well, I'm a nerd, so I like to do things.
They were really good.
It's true.
All right, so that was. Hope you enjoyed your trivia round.
That was fun. I like that.
That was fun, and I won. We won together as a team. Really.
Well, now I gotta see because I'm not.
Let her tally. Don't be trying to.
I can tell. I can tell you right now. You got 2 by yourself. That was it. I counted yours. I might not have counted mine, but I counted yours, so I know it's not you. You don't even worry about the cash prize. That's not coming.
Wow.
Justin.
Wow.
That's crazy.
Well, we're going to give you something. You're part of the team. Like we're all.
Hellmaster is off to. He is off to a heck of a start. He's got 16 questions correct.
House of the Devil, baby.
That's why I had more.
Nope. There was quite a few, like when he said Anne Rice instead of.
Yeah, I do remember that amateur hour.
Yeah, I missed that one.
You could that
was a good choice. Yeah.
It was.
3.
It's okay.
5, 6.
I'm the Hellmaster. This
8,
happens.
9, 10, 11, 12.
Joe, you
13,
got 2.
14,
I'll remember this.
15,
You got
16.
2.
Oh my gosh, we're gonna need a tiebreaker because both of you two got 16.
Who? Me and Joe?
Yeah.
What?
Insane.
There's no way.
6, 7,
I'll beat
8,
her real quick.
9,
I'll
10,
do that.
11,
That's easy.
12, 13,
The
14.
disrespect is a lot.
The disrespect is real in the Hellzone.
All right. So, Technowizrd, you got 15.
Darn it. Missed that one. Missed my one.
These two got 16. What can we do for a tiebreaker? Hold on.
I can come up with a question. Hold on.
If it's got anything to do with Friday the 13th franchise, I'm a dunzo.
No.
If it has anything to do with anything, you're done. Anything, you're done.
Oh, okay? He's fighting.
I am about to walk you, Joe, in this tiebreaker.
Papa Spooks. Papa Spooks stated that he won.
That's what I'm saying. Papa Spooks won. You've been reading Papa Spooks' comment. Like you've been reading those, helping. Like Joe, Papa got your back.
No,
but Papa
you
read
the comments too. You read the comments.
I read it once. Okay.
I feel like that's a lie because I didn't even know that there was comments.
You did. I like how you try to play like there wasn't no comments. So
I didn't know to go to the comments thing on here. You know this.
I know you know how. I've seen you do it.
Hold on.
She told me before. Look, guys,
to find a good one here.
She told me before the stream she was going to act like she can't read the comments so she can get a couple answers off the comments. So she used you guys in the comments. I feel.
You said you don't like what movies? What movies don't you like?
The only franchise I really don't like is Friday the 13th.
You see, she's already choosing.
I know what you do.
This is one I think you'll still get. Who is the murderer in the first Friday the 13th movie?
Pamela Voorhees. Said it first. You're done.
No, I said it first. No, we said it at the same time.
No, you didn't. No, you didn't.
They both
did. Run the clip back. Run the clip back. Who said it first? I know. No, because you waited till she was done. As soon as you said who was the killer, Friday 13th.
I have one for you guys.
Okay.
It's in the vein because we talk about Stephen King, right?
Okay.
Keep that in mind.
Oh God.
Okay.
This 80s horror movie has a father bringing his deceased son back from the dead in
Pet
what
Cemetery.
movie? She did it first.
Yeah, I didn't know that one.
Oh, there you go.
Wait, that's not fair because I got the Pamela Voorhees one. So we need one more tiebreaker. No way.
That one I was just messing around on that one.
You said you didn't know the answer.
What I didn't know. I didn't know. I didn't know we're just messing around on that one.
I'll send it to you. I'll send it to you.
She can have it. She can have it. It's cool.
Come on.
Technically, but I'm still taking the winner.
Make the big bucks. Come on.
She can take the cash, but obviously everyone in the chat knows I won this, right? Because they can run that tape back, and I said Pamela.
It sounds like Papa Spooks won it.
Like, hold on, and she got like the easiest question in the world, wrong.
Oh, what question?
Hold on, since we have an issue.
Yeah.
Apparently, Mr. Creep has sent me sent it in. We're gonna ask a question.
This
Get
is
ready.
it right here. Okay.
This is it. Okay. Yeah. Because one's me, and the other one's me. I didn't even
millennials. We're millennials.
That is
you are.
That is
Okay, wait a minute, and then
I'm gonna walk.
I can't think of
that's
another.
That's not a question. That's a statement.
I can't think of another.
He just said, "I want you to say this on the stream," and whoever agrees with it gets it.
He sent me a comment, but he didn't send me an answer.
Well, I agree with his comment. I win.
I agree.
Well, we'll come back to that because he didn't send an answer.
He just has something to say. He said, "You're going to read my comment." Jazz be doing that to me.
Anyway, while we're moving on here, we'll come back to that. Okay, we will have the tiebreaker, folks.
I'll put the pause.
Those of you who are listening, we're going to have a tiebreaker.
Stay tuned for the tiebreaker.
Stay tuned for the tiebreaker. But we were briefly talking earlier about movies that are based on a true story, because I think some of you guys don't know about some or the either. So the first one I wanted to mention it was in the questions, was Scream. Mm-hmm. So for anybody who's, I think, so Joe, you know that this is based on a true story?
It was, if I'm not mistaken, the two teenagers like recorded themselves after they left the house, and they were like, "We killed her, dude, we killed her." And it was, it was crazy.
I don't know much about it. I've heard it was based on a true story or like something. I don't know.
So I had, because in true form of what I do, I always write everything, and keep everything down so I know what I'm doing. So Scream was based on the Gainesville Ripper, which I'm sure people have heard about. And Danny Harold Rowling, he's the bad guy. So he was an American serial killer who murdered 5 college students. Although he confessed to 8, he only went to jail for the 5 in Gainesville. And he did it in Florida over 4 days in August of 1990. Now, he was sentenced to death for the 5 for those 5 murders in 1994. And then he was killed by lethal injection. So those of you listening, but it was parts of it that I'm like, whoever wrote Scream, I wonder if he took these pieces. So his killing spree did inspire Kevin Williamson, of course, to write Scream. The murders had, where was I? Oh, and I didn't know also that the murder, like when they knew about the murders, it actually made people change what they were doing on a daily basis because they were afraid that these killers were going to come and get them. It was kind of bananas.
Wow.
So because now this spree was happening, the students in real life did start changing. So like when Tatum had her sleepover, that was really happening. When they let out of school, that really happened.
Wow.
So yeah, it's kind of wild. I didn't know that until I started. And there was actually quite a few students who actually withdrew and transferred to another school because they didn't want anything to do with this about what was happening.
That's insane.
The murders
I've never
themselves,
heard this.
Yeah, it's wild, but it's true. Now, the murders were very kind of different when you read about the details, the gory details. However, he did use a knife a lot, stabbed. He, of course, did horrible things to these women. But one part was described where a victim was cut from the pubic area to the breastbone. And all I could think of is when Stu is describing to Sydney what it's like to gut somebody.
Wow.
And he describes that exact thing.
Wow.
So I was like, I never knew that. I never knew that. So
that makes me look at Scream differently now. Oh, that
adds a lot of stuff.
That's
lot
heavy.
Of layers to
that's
that.
heavy.
Yeah. And think about, all of us watched it, and we're like, oh, this is just a slasher film, and we all loved the characters, and like, actually,
yeah.
But obviously in Scream there was 2, and that was a little different. Now the next one is The Conjuring. Now you guys heard that it's true?
I've heard it throughout the horror community, but I've never really took the time to really dive into the stories. What's it about?
So when now the 2 main characters, the investigators, Ed and Lorraine in the movie, so they're real. They're real. they were kind of, I'll say they're the mom and dad of paranormal investigating, and they have a long list. Well, eventually, after he died in real life, she sold the rights to their investigations.
Okay.
And that's how all of a sudden we have The Conjuring, Annabelle, Haunting in Connecticut. They're all real.
I didn't know
now,
that.
Annabelle 2 is not. Annabelle 1 is loosely based on the true story. But in that movie, it's very similar. They actually did a great job. So the Perron family had indeed moved into a farmhouse, had indeed had things happening, and they describe Bathsheba. She's real. But she wasn't actually part of the investigation until they were having like talking to the fellow people around the farm area, and someone described one of the, because Bathsheba had a young child die under her in her house or under her care by a hole in the back of her skull by a knitting needle, and she had, it was kind of one of these just started like, because she was killed, she kind of got fingered for a lot of things.
Wow.
So I thought that was interesting that it actually
that's
was
super interesting, because it's like you said, you watch these films and you're like, oh, these are so good, but then the inspiration behind them are
they didn't
real.
even change the names, because the people in that movie, they took it straight. Ed and Lorraine Warren, they took it right there. Bathsheba, they took it. The family name, they took it. The house wasn't, the house that they filmed in, that we see in the movie, is not the real one, but you can go, the real one.
Yeah, you can visit it and do actual investigations in there.
Wow. I love that.
Yeah. But in that house, 8 generations of one extended family had lived and died. And some, of course, that never left through all these years. 2 suicides by hanging, 1 suicide by poison, the rape and murder of 11-year-old Prudence Arnold by a farmhand, 2 drownings, and the passing of 4 men who froze to death. All happened in that house.
Wow.
What the fuck?
So
that's
you wonder why? That's a lot.
That's a lot.
So that house has a lot of mojo.
Yeah, I'm again creepy. You're making me rethink the movies I fell in love with. Like,
right, and that's what, like when you say, like the haunted objects, they make you uncomfortable, which a lot of times that's true. You're not the only one. A lot of people that feel that way. Just remember these movies that you cherish and you've watched and you got scared and you think it's great. A lot of them are real and you don't know it.
I gotta be more open-minded to these haunted objects, because I'm over here watching these freaking movies that are based on real life murders and killings and hauntings.
Yeah.
So again, creepy.
It's wild.
You open my mind every time I just watch a stream where I'm just you show me like the real side of horror. It's insane.
Yeah. Like they're the true, like the things that really scare you is the truth. Those are,
I love
we
that.
changed it a little bit to make it interesting to watch, but they're real.
The truth is, this was a murder. This was a murderer. This is based off of freaking, and there's victims behind that. That's so insane. Wow.
And then the last one, because I know you guys were like, what? Jeepers Creepers is based on.
I've never heard that. That's
my favorite one, dude.
Story.
Yeah. Now it's obviously it's been changed a little, because the guy, I don't know what he is. Is he a demon? I think in Jeepers Creepers.
That's something.
He looks like a wasp.
He looks like a wasp.
Looks like a wasp.
Who has oily skin. I don't know what's going on, but that part obviously is a little, but it makes sense because the dude that it's based on is quite evil. Now, the real Jeepers Creepers is about a man named Dennis Depew, and the story, when I started reading parts of it and I kind of jotted my notes down, I was like, oh my gosh, I can see exactly what's happening in the film. So Dennis and his wife, the bad guy, had been having some problems for quite a while. They were going through a divorce and this whole 9 yards. One day it all came to a head and he started beating up his wife and just started pummeling her, and it was at the bottom of the steps. And he grabs her, and the children are around, and he carries her upstairs and he says, I'm taking your mother to the hospital. And he never went to the hospital. So they never got there, and this whole widespread search started. And then later on that day, he he was potentially seen. A couple was driving down a kind of a back road, just like in the movie, when a speeding van passed them. Sound familiar? They noticed that the license plate was GZ, but did not pay much attention, really to it until moments later. And as they passed an abandoned school, the wife noticed the driver carrying a bloody sheet behind it. Minutes later, the van pulled up behind them and rode their bumper for several miles.
What?
Oh, wow.
Sound familiar?
Oh, wow.
Finally, they turned around, just like in the movie when they turned back, and noticed the driver changing the license plate. They also noticed blood on the passenger side door, and they decided to return to the school where they found the bloody sheet in an animal hole. So,
what?
Kind of close. After they contacted the police, they learned that the man they had seen was indeed Dennis. Tire tracks at the school belonged to Dennis's van, and the blood on the sheet was indeed his wife, Marilyn's. Based on the evidence, it appeared that he had killed her. However, it wasn't until the next day that this was confirmed when highway workers discovered her body near a deserted road in the Bethel Township. She had been shot once in the back of the head. He was not apprehended, and this murder would appear on Unsolved Mysteries in 1991.
Wow.
So he never got caught?
Oh my gosh.
So he did. I wasn't sure if you would. I didn't want to like yammer on the story, so
no, I was interested. No,
okay.
I'm just
So this part I'm kind of going by memory. So a couple years go by, and a wife is at home, watching I think television, and she notices that her husband's van is parked, or her boyfriend's van is parked outside, which usually he doesn't do. And he seems to be in a hurry. And he says, pack me some sandwiches and I'm getting ready to go. I got to go to my mom's house, like super, super scurried and scared. And meanwhile, she still has the TV going. So he packs up and he goes, and it turns out the person on the television is who she thinks is her boyfriend, but is actually Dennis, who had changed his identity and was in Dallas, Texas, and on his way, essentially to try and outrun. He knows, he's like, obviously he can hear it, and ends up getting in a shootout with the police.
What the?
And he does 2 shots through the van. And when they're going through this scuffle and kerfluffle, he commits suicide. And he is the only unsolved mystery, victim, we'll say, or person that committed suicide.
That is the most. I never knew that. Never. And that is like my favorite movie of all time, and had no idea that was the backstory.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So when you watch these crazy stories, and they've been changed a little, or they've added things, a little salt and pepper here and there, and it turns out.
But the meat and potatoes are.
Yeah, I mean that explains it though. That does explain it, because when you get that and you base it off of, something that's grounded in reality, you do get that, that feeling in the movies when it comes across, where it's like, oh, this is actually something that could really,
It's almost how like legends are born. And then I'm not saying the guy's a legend, right? But I'm saying like that legend story of that tragedy is now a legend throughout history with the movie. Like future generations will watch Jeepers Creepers, and then if they're really fans, they'll go and do the research, and they'll be like, "Oh, this was the legend that started it all."
It was Dennis, Dennis Depew. Oh, I gotta show you his picture. Hold on, I don't have it on here, so I'm just gonna look it up. Because when you see his picture, you're gonna be like, "Oh," because I could not believe it when I saw it. It kind of made me jump back a little bit.
And that I know that's straight up.
Oh
yeah, that dude's eating people.
Yeah. No, that dude is a murderer.
Does he kind of look like the creeper?
Yeah. Oh yeah, it does.
That looks
just like yeah.
So there you go, tidbits.
Wow, that's great.
Tidbits from creepy. Okay.
Yeah. So we do
insane.
have a question. Now he just sent it as a statement, but because I was trying to read and talk to you guys, I didn't realize that it was split up. So he gave me a hard time. He's like, bro, I turned it into a question. And I was like, it's not a question. It was a question. He sent
You're going down, Joe.
Yeah. Okay. Are we ready?
I'm ready.
Oh God.
In the Stephen King movie, It.
Okay.
It's in here too. Where is Pennywise the dancing clown from?
Macroverse.
Space.
Joe got it.
What the? Where's it from?
Macroverse. It's they talked about it.
All right. So
they talked about it.
Yikes.
They talked about it.
Hey, you got it first. You said it first and was wrong. That's crazy.
Okay, well, I'm not wrong, but I'm not right. That's what that is.
Right,
it's a collection of an outer space system void.
It's cool. Like I said, you can have the cash. I want.
Hey, it is a different dimension. All right.
Now you know all my dimensions, my world.
It is a different plane.
It's
if
out
you go
there
to outer
in
space,
space.
you're still
No,
on the prime material plane. If
out
you
there in
swap to the
space.
Feywild, you're in the Feywild. All right.
It's a dimension out there in space. So
it's not out
outer
there in space.
Is correct.
No, it's not outer space. It's totally different.
Outer space is still on this plane.
No, it's not.
Still on
You
this.
just gotta be thinking fourth dimensionally.
Cool.
So Joe, because you won, I said this is cash prize. You will be getting cash prize to your Venmo, Cash App, wherever you would like.
Congratulations.
We'll make sure she will be getting, because she got all of them plus a tiebreaker, you'll be getting $40 to your Cash App.
Hey, now I'm upset. Now I'm upset. No,
Pay my
you
Patreon.
deserve it, but for anyone
come out tomorrow, so that's fine.
For anyone listening, your Hellmaster truly won it. Because outer space was the congratulations, Joe. You snapped. You beat me, but
what that just means is at some point down the line we're gonna have to flip this, right? And we're gonna have to have another Hellzone TV trivia in some form, whether that is Jeopardy.
Showdown.
And we got to get creepy on there because I don't like how creepy's having so much fun watching us fight. Like you're going to be fighting with us, trying to get the right answer.
I think you guys have been threatening to invite me since July, and that has not happened. So I know
one thing about us.
That's my team's fault right there.
No, one thing about the Hellzone TV, we're gonna say
stream, okay? The stream's there.
We're gonna say
we will. No, seriously, October is a huge, just like insane.
Oh yeah,
I do prepping for October, and then once October's done, November and December is so easy to book people to come on. So you will be. How about this? You can hold this to me. You'll be the next guest in the Hellzone. So no one else is booked.
There you go.
Ready for the stream, Justin? Are we ready?
So what you're saying is, I gotta. You know what? Maybe I'll do Jeopardy. Maybe I'll do something different. Because it's all about.
I'm not super knowledgeable on horror movies because a lot of them I can't watch.
Oh, don't worry, don't worry. It won't just be horror movies. I enjoy all aspects of.
We can do like paranormal, like haunting trivia. Like I'm down for that. We can do a type, like because Horrorcraft wants to do one. So like for creepy, since she's all about hauntings and paranormal and like all that, we'll do like paranormal real life haunting trivia. So like you might get it, you might not get it, but I think that'll be really cool. Instead of doing like just horror trivia, let's do like something that creepy's into.
That's cool. You guys have me, like I said, you guys have been threatening, and now I'm just waiting.
And then Horrorcraft, we see you in there. We'll give you we'll do like a trivia with you where it's like
I want to do trivia.
Like horror kind of.
Listen,
you guys.
You're going to be
the next guest in the Hellzone for sure.
Listen, trivia's not easy to make, guys. I don't like all these promising. I don't like all these promising.
Just $40. She'll send it to you, and there you go.
I don't like all these promisings. The day is just inviting me to.
You got it, brother.
Well, but I enjoyed it, and I thank you guys so much for coming on to be a part of it. It gave me a chance to kind of get outside of my usual, I'll say when it comes to, I don't know, the paranormal and cryptids and things, and this is like, it's Halloween, it's Creeptober.
It's Creeptober, creeps.
Oh,
I loved it. And it was so it's like it's a breath of fresh air, and it's like you kept it fresh. Like, and it's still we still got storytelling. Like, I love when you tell stories. We got the storytelling. Like, we had the visuals with the trivia. Like, dude, you absolutely snapped, Creepy. You freaking snapped.
This was such a good time.
I'm glad I had you guys on. And people again that are listening, GhoulieCon is where we all somehow connected, even if a short or more extended time. Miss Joanna has been on Creepy Confidential After Dark before, and we had a blast talking about. I think that was one of my longer times.
Yeah, we talked for like 3 hours.
So much to talk about. Yeah. We just kept having cool things to talk about. So it's great. I'm so glad that we finally got to connect, because that's what's great about the internet. We can actually get together and do it.
Yes.
And now something funny before, I know, see, Justin, I have them. I don't know if you've been seeing me do this with my eyes. I truly, I live the D&D life, because I carry my bag full of handkerchiefs with me, looking for mimics everywhere.
I love it. That's fucking sick. And by the way, outfit was on point tonight.
Yes.
Costume was on point tonight. Beautiful. Like I could not stop staring at you. Like, your outfit. Your outfit was just so on point. It was crazy.
I'm glad I had fun. This was my chance to show off, and I like I said, I just had some fun. You guys can't even really see my red. Yeah, you can.
Yeah, I can see it. Don't worry, I see it. Great. It's staring in my soul.
That's what I'm saying. Like, just been staring right. Like, the costume is just amazing. It's just amazing.
Yeah, it's so great. It's so great.
But this is, but again, whoever is listening in, this is the last one of the season. I really, really, truly do thank you guys for coming on for the 2024 finale of the After Dark live stream. This is our time to wrap up, but also we got to let our hair down. We got to have a little fun, meet new friends, talk again. And I want to thank all of my guests throughout the year. I've had a chance to really connect with everybody, and including with you guys earlier. That was fun to be in person and be on a panel and talk. And Technowizrd, your graphics are phenomenal. Whoever is listening, all of the cool things you see on their channel, he's the little brain fingers behind it, figuring it all out. It's wonderful. And so I think that's all I have for you. Before we go, I would love for you to tell everybody what you have coming up. Where can they find you?
So you can find me in the Hellzone. I'm your Hellmaster, Dede. And the very next thing I'm working on right now, I don't have anything to work on as of right now, but we are going to be planning a live stream with Creepy Confidential over in the Hellzone. That will be what I'm working on for sure as soon as I get off the live stream. Because she's made, look, Creepy, you pulled my little, look, I have a string right here on Slappy's back. It's connected to my heart, and you pulled my heartstrings tonight because this stream was so amazing. So we had to have you come on the stream, regardless of if it's the horror Jeopardy, or if we just have you come on and just talk some like cryptids. Like, I think that would be legit.
Oh my god!
Yeah.
So that is what I'm working on. Find Creepy in the Hellzone very, very, very soon. And if you're looking for horror movie reviews or anything like that, come over to the Hellzone. We got the movies for you to be entertained with while we review them. And Joanna, who the hell are you?
So I am your supreme. Ghoulies, I am your supreme. And you can find me on Coven of Screams and obviously the Hellzone. The biggest thing that we're going to be doing is GhoulieCon 2025. Everybody on here is involved in the Scream team, including Horrorcraft Podcast. And we actually, Creepy is going to have their own panel there as well, talking about paranormal and cryptids and all that fun stuff. So just follow us there, and we're going to have a lot of things coming up with that.
Very cool.
Love it.
Very cool. What about you, Techno? Anything you want to tell the Creep Nation about?
Sure. Well, obviously, you're going to see me on Hellzone TV. You're going to see me on Coven of Streams. If you don't see me and things are happening and there are live streams and they're in the background, you can guarantee I am there. I guarantee if I am there. If you see a whole bunch of people talking and then people talking in chat and you're like, how are they doing both? They're not. That's me. As far as my own personal stuff, I am looking to get more of my own presence online. I am a huge nerd, as this entire stream has proved. Big, huge D&D nerd. I'm gonna be posting a lot of D&D content. You're gonna see probably over the next few days. A couple. We're getting closer to Halloween. A little bit of Halloween D&D flavored content. Always fun. Halloween. And yeah, it's just gonna be great. If you guys are nerds, come on over and let's talk about nerd stuff.
I love it. Love it. Love it. Well, thank you again. I had an absolute blast. And until next time in 2024, we will see you guys in Creepy Confidential After Dark. In the meantime, stay tuned. The next episode that we're working on is Annabelle, which I am glad to talk to you guys about again, and Lorraine. And then I'm hoping for our Thanksgiving episode to be about the Donner Party, because nothing's better than cannibalism on Thanksgiving.
I love that. Can't wait.
All right, guys. Have a creepy good time. And thanks again, guys. We'll catch you guys next time.
Ta-ta for now.
Bye-bye.
See you next year.